Hello everyone, welcome back to XYZ Architect. First, I want to say thank you to my first Patreon. Even if you were only for 1 month my Patreon, I do appreciate it. Thank you. I know I haven't been posting in a long time and I do apologize for this, but I did had to attend some personal problems. But I am back, and the first thing that caught my eyes was these new tools that everyone was talking about on the internet. And of course, the biggest one was ChatGPT. And I thought, can this AI tool help us increase our knowledge in our domain? This is what we are going to find out today. So, let's check this out. I'm guessing everyone knows what ChatGPT is by now. If not, go to openai.com and search for ChatGPT right here. Then go try ChatGPT and sign up for access. You will choose an email address and then you will choose the password, and it will ask you for the phone number so it can give you a access code, and then you will be granted access to, from my point of view, the greatest thing that happened on the internet in a long time. For our first try, let's ask ChatGPT to give us information on datums, because when we start programming a measurement plan, we usually look for the datums from the drawing first. We identify them, we mark them, and after this we continue with the other features. So let's type in Notice right away that it's very different from Google. You can ask it several questions in one sentence, not just one at a time. And now let's see what answers it will provide us. So let's see what it wrote. In technical drawings, a datum is a reference point, line or plane used to establish the geometric characteristics and dimensions of a part or assembly. Okay, so this is a great way to define what a datum is. And if we look at ISO 5459 to see the definition of datums, we get something like a datum is a theoretical exact reference. It is defined by a plane, a straight line, or a point, or a combination thereof. So in total, for the definition it gave and the interpretation, I give it an 8 out of 10. Now let's see what else it wrote. Yeah, so don't take this in consideration. This is wrong. But for the primary, secondary and tertiary, I think it did a pretty good job. But I want to point out that it can provide wrong answers as well, so be careful. Okay, moving on. This one is, from my point of view, good as well. Per total, about the datums from the technical drawing, I can give it something like a 7 out of 10 because of this. Okay, so if it didn't say this, then yeah, it would be, I don't know, a 9 out of 10. I think it covers most of the things you need to know about datums if you are a beginner. Let's ask it something like, tell me this like I am a 5-year-old. Yeah, very good. Very good. Very good answer for a 5-year-old. Yeah, I think this narrows it, and yeah, pretty good job, OpenAI. Now let's ask it about how to interpret a perpendicularity. But let's give it more content. So I'm going to type in and here we have the response from ChatGPT. The definition right here is good. It even specifies what ISO and ASME standards means and gives definition of the perpendicularity from both of them, right here and right here. But it provided the wrong input for the size of the tolerance zone both on the ASME standard and the ISO standard. So as we see right here, this is what it wrote about the tolerance, the size of the tolerance zone. It says that it can be a plus or a minus value or a bilateral value. And here as well, plus, minus or bilateral value. But as we know, perpendicularity is a GD&T tolerance and is represented on the drawing within a tolerance frame. And it doesn't have a plus or a minus sign. But the definition overall on both of the standards are pretty good. Okay, I like that it given us even examples of what equipment can we use to measure perpendicularity and even knew what happens when it's not okay. I did had in the past better answers for the perpendicularity, but the section where it remembers the conversations does not work for a while now. But overall, for the response, I give it a 9 out of 10. Because it did provide good information after all. Good, let's move on to true position. As we can see, it provided similar answers like it did with perpendicularity. And I have the same opinion about the definition from ISO and ASME. Now, we can notice that if we keep writing in the same response window, you will get similar responses. So if you like the answers it gives, you can continue writing in the same conversation. I really like this. It's like talking to a professor. Now let's see if ChatGPT can help us with a measurement routine for CMM programming. Let's ask it something like this. There you have it. A complete measurement routine created by ChatGPT, where you can find information about how to prepare the CMM, load the CAD model or the drawing in the CMM software, move the CMM probe to the first feature to be measured using just controls. This is probably manual measurement. Zero the probe on the surface of the part using the software or manual controls. Okay, again, a manual probing or something like that. Measure the feature by moving the probe along the designated path according to the CAD model or drawing. Take care to maintain a consistent probe angle and speed through the measurement, and so on. Record data measurement, you get the idea. If we check regenerate response, we will get another response right now, and we will see what exactly it turns out to be. Okay, so yeah, again, there you have it. We also have a note on this response that the specific steps and commands may vary depending on the make and model of the CMM and the measurement software being used. Okay, so very, very nice. Very nice. You can have a CMM measurement routine created by ChatGPT if you want to make a procedure, for example, for your company or respect, I don't know, whatever you like. Or you can go to my Patreon channel where I already created something like that and you can download it from there. Feel free to do whatever you like. Okay, now, so let's create another chat and ask it something special this time. Let's see what it responds when we ask it to give us specific information of a feature inside a specific measurement software. So let's say, for example, that we want to find out where we can find the offset plane feature from Calypso. Let's ask it this. Okay, so it gave us some answers, but I don't think they are correct, okay? So it says that as an AI language model, it can help us, guide us to the offset plane feature in Calypso software. But it got it somehow wrong. Not quite this one, but I don't know what it means by measuring tab or something else, but this is okay. Create new but not plain option from the drop down menu. There is no drop down menu, okay? So okay, again, let's see. Alternatively, you can use the plane toolbar at the top of the software interface to access the offset plane. Yeah, you can use the toolbar, but not the toolbar plane, okay? Not you can use the plane toolbar, okay? The offset plane is found in Calypso measurement software under features, special features. Okay. I hope this is helpful. Okay, no, unfortunately it didn't got it right this time. So just keep in mind, you cannot ask it something like this. You cannot ask it something specific from Calypso or from PCDMIS, or I tried several times and all the times it got it wrong. I did got an answer that where it says that as an AI language model, I cannot have access to this kind of software, and it gave us some ideas where to find it, but it says that it's only specific for some measurement program. So that was a more okay answer than this one. And I have another surprise. I do have access now to the new Bing. I can test it, and I want to ask it some questions here as well to see what answers it can provide. The new Bing has access to the internet, has access to different sources, while ChatGPT does not, okay? So it's practically ChatGPT on steroids or something like that. At least that was Microsoft description. Okay, so let's ask it something like, okay, so it didn't give us like so many answers. I was expecting some more answers from it. I don't know if this is really correct, because ASME doesn't use, from my knowing, different representation of datum targets, feature control frames and modifiers, because yeah, the main difference between ISO standards and ASME standards is that all the features are created with least square, the Gauss method, okay? And in ASME, all the features are created with the envelope method. This is the main difference between ISO and ASME. But yeah, it didn't provide the answers that I wanted to provide. Let's see if we ask it to have other differences. It didn't say what I wanted it to say, but yeah, this is it. Let's see one more and then we're done, okay? Yeah, so very, very vague answers. More vague than ChatGPT original, okay? So, yeah, Bing is not ChatGPT on steroids, apparently, okay? So it does have access to the internet. It does says where you can find the information that it gathered to respond, but yeah, maybe it can help us with this. Of course, you can go to the links it provided, right? So GrabCAD, GD&T Basics, and tips.com, and so on. As you can see, there is information from this tool that we can use. And believe me, I only scratched the surface with these questions. So, there you have it. Powerful tools that can provide specific information, but be careful because as you saw, it does not provide full informations and can be wrong sometimes. And for a person that has little to no knowledge in this domain, it is not enough from my point of view. So my recommendations is to play with it, ask it what you want to find out, but also go and check if the information is correct from other sources as well, such as books, this channel, or whatever you like. So, thank you for watching, and until next time, learn as much as you can.